Stop whatever you are doing right this very moment. Do not scroll past this urgent and prophetic message. I am speaking to you with absolute urgency today. You have been feeling a strange heaviness lately. Your intuition has been screaming that something is terribly wrong. And I am here to tell you that your spirit is completely right. The enemy is operating in the shadows of your daily life. The sudden chaos in your life is not an accident. The random arguments and the deep exhaustion are not normal. You thought you were just having a string of bad luck. But the truth is much darker and much more intentional. The enemy is setting an invisible trap for you at this very moment, while you are distracted by the mundane stresses of your routine. Listen to my voice and pay close attention. I interrupted your timeline today to uniquely protect you. If you walk away from this message now, you will walk right into his snare. He has been studying your weaknesses for weeks. He knows exactly which buttons to push to make you feel isolated. He wants you to believe that heaven has abandoned you in your hardest season. But you are a weary warrior who belongs to me. You are my beloved child, and I do not leave my chosen ones unprotected. The spiritual attacks have escalated because you are on the verge of a massive breakthrough. The enemy is terrified of the chapter you are about to enter. He is using every deceptive tactic to intentionally steal your focus and physically drain your remaining energy before the promised blessing arrives. Look at the events of the past few days. Notice how everything feels unusually difficult and incredibly heavy. Your mind is racing with anxious thoughts that do not even belong to you. Your sleep has been interrupted by strange dreams and sudden panic. This is the exact signature of a spiritual ambush. You are being aggressively targeted in the unseen realm by forces that fear your potential. I need you to stay with me through this entire message. Do not let the noise of your day pull you away from this sanctuary. Somewhere in these words I have hidden a specific key for your ultimate deliverance. You must remain here until my very last sentence. The final revelation I share today will be the exact weapon you need to break this trap and secure your future against any further attacks. If you leave early, you risk forfeiting the distinct favor I have prepared. The enemy wants you to swipe away and forget you ever heard this warning. Do not give him that victory today. Breathe deeply and quiet your racing thoughts right now. This moment is a divine appointment designed specifically to save you from unseen danger and restore your spiritual vision. You have felt a physical knot in your stomach when you think about tomorrow. The anxiety is a direct reaction to the spiritual war surrounding you. But you do not have to fight this battle on your own. I am stepping in to dismantle the weapons formed against you. I just need your obedient attention to receive the instructions of your rescue while the heavens fight on your behalf. Every closed door you faced recently was actually a dangerous distraction. The enemy wanted you to grieve over things that were meant to hold you back. He wants you exhausted by the time your real blessing arrives. But I am exposing his strategy to you right here and right now. You are no longer fighting blindly in the dark because my light reveals every hidden snare. Hear me clearly as we step deeper into this profound truth. The trap was set right where you were about to step. It was disguised as an opportunity, or perhaps a sudden conflict to derail your peace. But my light is shining on the hidden wires today. I am giving you the vision to see exactly what has been working against your destiny so you can walk completely untouched. Do not let your mind wander as we move forward together. Bring your focus back to the sound of my voice. The enemy will always try to distract you right now. He will make you think about your chores or your unpaid bills. Ignore those thoughts because your spiritual survival requires absolute focus. You are closer to a trap than you could ever realize without my divine guidance. You are my precious one, and your safety is my highest priority. The heavy atmosphere in your home is about to be completely lifted. But first you must understand how this invisible net was originally woven. You need to know how the enemy gained access to your sacred peace. We are going to uncover the exact entry point he used to drain your energy and steal your joy. Stay anchored to this moment and do not rush the healing process. Protection requires you to be completely present with me. The world can wait for the next few minutes while we secure your future. The trap is real, but my power is infinitely greater. Let us prepare your spirit to shatter the snare and reclaim your stolen territory with an unshakable authority from heaven. Breathe. Quiet your mind right now. Say this softly in your heart. Father, I am listening and I trust your shield. You need to hear what I am about to reveal. The exhaustion you feel is not a normal tiredness. It is a heavy blanket intentionally thrown over your weary spirit. And you have been dragging your heavy body through these long days with barely any physical strength left to stand on your own 2 feet. I see the way your shoulders constantly ache. The physical weight on your chest is very real. Every morning you wake up feeling utterly defeated. You push through the demanding routine anyway. You force a bright smile for the people around you. But deep inside you are barely holding on because the mental fatigue is completely overwhelming your fragile physical body. I watched you during those quiet midnight hours. I saw the tears you cried at 3 in the morning. The house was completely still, but your mind was racing. You stared at the dark ceiling with a racing heart. You begged for a tiny moment of peace while the shadows in your bedroom felt incredibly heavy and suffocating. You thought nobody noticed your silent struggle. You believed you were just failing to manage your daily life. But I noticed every single second of your hidden pain. The world looks at your exhaustion and tells you to just work harder. They tell you to quickly snap out of it. But they do not see the invisible spiritual war raging violently around your tired mind every single day. Hear me clearly on this profound truth today. This is not a confusing medical mystery. This is not a psychological failure on your part. The heavy darkness clouding your thoughts is a direct spiritual attack. The enemy desperately wants you to believe you are losing your mind because a confused warrior is much easier to defeat than a focused one. He cannot destroy your eternal soul, so he attacks your stamina. He sends constant waves of worry to drain your battery. You have been carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you. You thought it was your holy duty to fix them, but that excessive burden was an intentional trap designed to leave you utterly depleted before your miracle arrives. Pause right here and take a deep breath. Do you feel a strange warmth in your chest right now? That is my holy presence validating your hidden pain. You are not crazy and you are not broken. You are a weary warrior who has been fighting an unseen battle. And it is finally time to stop fighting this brutal spiritual war entirely on your own because heaven is stepping in to shield you. The medical experts might label your struggle as ordinary stress. The world might tell you to just take a long vacation. They think more sleep will solve your deep problems. But physical sleep does not cure a wounded and bleeding spirit. You can rest for days and still wake up exhausted when your delicate soul is actively under a demonic siege. You are highly sensitive to the spiritual realm around you. You absorb the pain and the negative energy of others. The enemy uses your beautiful empathy as a weapon against you. He surrounds you with draining situations and emotionally demanding people. And he deliberately does this to ensure you have absolutely no energy left to pray for your own personal deliverance. I am speaking peace into your chaotic mind right now. Let your trembling spirit settle for a quiet moment. You do not have to figure out your entire tomorrow. You do not have to solve every single crisis today. I am physically removing the heavy yoke of anxiety from your neck, while the comforting presence of my spirit fills your weary soul. You were uniquely chosen for a massive and divine purpose. The enemy deeply fears your hidden potential. He knows your future authority will destroy his dark kingdom. That is exactly why the relentless attacks on your mind have escalated. He is desperately trying to break your spirit before you discover your true power and step into your rightful inheritance. Do not let your mind wander right now. Bring your wandering focus back to my voice. We are about to go much deeper into this sacred mystery. You need to understand exactly why the darkness is so terrified. The exhaustion you feel is actually profound proof that you are a massive threat to the plans of the enemy. I see your beautiful and incredibly battered heart today. I know how badly you just want to finally rest. You can stop carrying the heavy world right now. I am giving you holy permission to lay down your armor. Let the bitter tears fall freely if they need to fall. I am collecting every single drop to turn them into a mighty river of justice. Stay with me as we uncover his ultimate fear. The reason he fought you so hard is about to be exposed. He mistakenly thought he could bury you in endless anxiety, but he actually just planted a powerful seed in a holy soil. And what is about to grow from your deep exhaustion will completely terrify every demonic force that ever tried to stop you. Breathe deeply and prepare your spirit for the next step. The invisible chains wrapped around your mind are being clearly identified. Once a dark trap is exposed, it immediately loses its power over you. Listen closely to the revelation that comes next, because the exact reason for your recent suffering will unlock a powerful mystery you have faithfully carried your entire life. Now hear me on this and hear it clearly. The enemy did not attack your peace because you are weak. He attacked you because you are incredibly powerful. He sees the generational blessing you are about to unlock, and it completely terrifies his dark kingdom. He knows his evil reign cannot survive your upcoming victory. Your current struggle is not random bad luck. It is a calculated and desperate spiritual warfare. The shadows are aggressively swarming around your life right now because a massive shift is happening. Heaven is officially turning the page to your brand new chapter, and hell is absolutely panicking at the sight of your rising authority. He desperately wants to drain you. If he can make you tired, you might just give up. He uses petty arguments to constantly distract your focus. He sends unexpected financial stress to cripple your growing faith while hoping you will completely abandon your divine calling. He wants you looking down at your heavy feet instead of looking up at your heavenly crown. But his strategy is totally failing today. I am pulling back the invisible curtain for you. Look closely at the exact timing of these recent disasters. They did not happen when you were comfortable. They happened exactly when you decided to step forward in faith. The intense pushback is always the strongest, right before the divine breakthrough actually manifests in your physical life. Stay with me right here. Do not let your mind wander to your daily chores. The exact weapon he formed against you is being dismantled as you listen. If you turn away now, you will miss the crucial understanding of his ultimate defeat. You must know why your bloodline is such a massive threat to the unseen shadows, because this knowledge is your greatest weapon. You are the generational cycle breaker of your entire family. The toxic patterns were supposed to continue forever, but you bravely stood up and said no more. The enemy is furious because you are actively destroying his ancient work. He is attacking your mind today because you are powerfully rescuing the tomorrow of your children, and he cannot stand to watch you win. He constantly whispers vicious lies into your tired mind. He tells you that your current suffering is a punishment. He wants you to feel completely ashamed of your hidden struggles. But there is absolutely no shame in being wounded on a holy battlefield. Your spiritual scars are glorious proof that you survived his deadliest weapons while protecting the people you love. Notice how he specifically targets your closest relationships. He creates massive misunderstandings with the people you deeply love. He wants you to feel entirely isolated and deeply rejected, because a lonely warrior is much easier to secretly break in the dark. But I am exposing this toxic isolation tactic right now so you can finally stop blaming your own beautiful heart. Take a slow and deep breath. Let the heavy tension leave your weary shoulders. Do you feel that sudden clarity entering your mind? That is the pure love of my truth chasing away his dark confusion. You are finally seeing the hidden battlefield with clear and spiritual eyes, and you are no longer a blind and helpless victim. He is not attacking you with confidence. He is attacking you out of absolute fear. He sees the heavenly army gathering right behind your back. He hears the massive sound of heavy chains breaking in your near future. His loud roars in your daily life are just the empty threats of a deeply defeated coward who knows his time is running out. Your painful tears were never a sign of defeat. Your moments of deep exhaustion were just the heavy weight of glory settling in. The extreme pressure you feel is not a burial dirt. It is the intense pressure of a diamond being perfectly formed in the dark. I am using his desperate attacks to actually forge your unbreakable weapon for the upcoming season. Do not let this revelation slip away. Bring your thoughts back to me if they are currently drifting. The shadows want you to forget this entire conversation. They want you to wake up tomorrow feeling completely defeated again. But I am permanently rewriting your spiritual reality right now, so that you can step out of the crushing darkness forever. We must go even deeper into this sacred mystery. The enemy used my temporary silence to feed your deepest fears. I know you felt completely abandoned when your urgent prayers seemed to hit a solid brass ceiling. You wondered why I did not immediately step in and stop the vicious attacks on your home. But you need to understand the profound truth about my silence. I want you to stop seeing your past through the eyes of fear. You must start seeing it through my divine perspective. The enemy thought he was burying you alive during those quiet years, but he was totally wrong. Stay with me because the mystery of my silence is about to be revealed. The next part will take you deeper into understanding how your pain was actually your protection. Do not look away. You are much closer to your ultimate freedom than you think. But let us go deeper. The silence you experienced was not a punishment. It was a holy preparation. I know you looked at your quiet wilderness and saw only loss. You cried out for my voice and felt like you were completely ignored. You thought my silence meant I was angry with you. But that was a vicious lie planted by the enemy to break your growing faith. I did not abandon you in the dark valley. I simply pulled you away from the noisy crowd. I had to isolate you to properly forge your spiritual weapons. If I had answered your prayers too quickly, you would not have developed the deep endurance needed for your ultimate calling. The silence was my protective shield wrapping securely around your delicate spirit. You asked me why certain people suddenly walked away from your life. You felt deeply betrayed by friends you trusted with your fragile heart. The unexpected rejection hurt you more than physical pain ever could. You thought there was something fundamentally wrong with your character. But I want to show you exactly what was actually happening in the unseen realm during those painful departures. I was aggressively pruning your social circle. I was actively removing toxic connections before they could destroy your upcoming blessing. Those people could not survive the high altitude of your new chapter. They would have constantly drained your energy with their heavy doubt. The painful separation you survived was actually a divine rescue mission designed to save your glorious future. I watched you mourn the loss of those toxic relationships. I saw you trying to fix bridges that I intentionally burned down. You fought hard to keep the heavy baggage that I was desperately trying to remove from your tired shoulders. But I had to let your gentle heart break a little bit so it could finally heal completely without their dark poison. Pause right here. Read my words carefully. Do you feel a strange sense of relief washing over you right now? That is the heavy burden of false guilt finally leaving your spirit. The sudden rejections were never your fault. You were just being hidden in my secret quiver like a perfectly polished arrow, waiting for the exact right moment to be released into battle. Your time in the silent wilderness is almost over, but you must understand the deep value of the quiet season before you leave it. You learned how to hear my subtle whispers when the loud world completely faded away. You learned how to stand incredibly firm when everything around you was violently shaking. The silence actually made your spiritual roots grow surprisingly deep. The enemy wants you to stay bitter about the painful isolation. He hopes the deep sting of rejection will harden your beautiful heart forever. But you are not a victim of cruel circumstances. You are a chosen warrior who was carefully isolated for an intense and divine training program. Every lonely night was just another heavy hammer blow shaping your mighty sword. Do not let the enemy steal this powerful revelation today. Write this in the comments as a public seal of your faith. My bloodline is protected. Make this physical declaration right now to completely shatter the lingering doubts in your tired mind. The spiritual realm is watching your bold response and noting your renewed courage. I am reframing your entire painful history right here. Every single tear you shed in the dark was carefully collected in my heavenly bottle. Not one moment of your deep suffering was ever wasted. The intense pain was simply the hot fire required to purify your golden faith. You are stepping out of the fiery furnace today without even smelling like the dark smoke. If your mind is currently drifting, breathe, my child. Bring your wandering thoughts back to me right now. You are holding the crucial pieces of your puzzle, but the final picture is about to be revealed. The intense pruning is finished and the massive harvest is standing right at your front door. But before you can step into the glorious light, you must sweep the final shadows from your heart. The enemy has one last desperate trick to stop your momentum. He is trying to make you doubt the very deliverance that is already in motion. We must dismantle his final illusion before the ultimate power is released. Listen closely, for the next few words will unlock a mystery you have carried for years. You are about to face a critical test of your new faith. The battle is shifting from the quiet wilderness to the noisy front lines. Prepare your heart for the ultimate shift. Stay with me because the final barrier between you and your miracle is about to completely collapse. The season of isolation is officially behind you. But before you can step into the glorious light, you must prepare your fragile vessel. You cannot pour a brand new power into a mind filled with ancient doubts. We must sweep the final shadows from your tired heart today. Heaven requires a completely clean room to deliver your massive blessing. The enemy knows his time is completely up. His last desperate trick is planting a small seed of doubt right before the miracle happens. He wants you to second-guess every single step you take, and he hopes you will sabotage your own deliverance out of pure fear. You must stand incredibly firm right now and refuse his lies. I need you to mentally clean your spiritual house today. Throw out the heavy bags of endless worries and painful memories. Those toxic thoughts do not belong to a victorious heir, so you must forcefully evict them from your mind immediately. Make a conscious choice to lock your doors against any voice that brings confusion. Do not let a temporary setback ruin your permanent blessing. The recent chaos was just cheap smoke and mirrors designed to scare you. The shadows are creating a very loud noise to distract you from the heavenly army arriving. Look past the dark smoke and focus purely on my promise, because your victory is already permanently secured by my own hand. Take a deep breath and settle your anxious spirit. Feel the solid ground beneath your tired feet today. You are not falling apart like the enemy wants you to believe. You are being perfectly positioned for a massive and supernatural elevation, so let the comforting truth wash over your weary bones right now. You are a powerful generational cycle breaker. The heavy anointing on your life is too precious for casual doubts. You must fiercely protect your peace in this critical hour. When the whispering shadows try to remind you of your past failures, you must remind them of your royal future. You hold the ultimate authority. I am actively upgrading your spiritual armor for the new chapter, but the shiny new armor will not properly fit if you are still constantly wearing the old and heavy rags of victimhood. Take off the heavy garments of self-pity right this very second. You are no longer a helpless captive. Put on your royal robe and stand up incredibly straight. The enemy desperately wants you to hesitate when the massive door finally opens. He hopes you will be too paralyzed by fear to actually step through it. But I have given you a bold and totally unbreakable spirit. You will not shrink back into the shadows this time, because my holy fire is currently burning incredibly bright inside your chest. If you feel a sudden wave of peace right now, do not ignore it. That is the Holy Spirit sweeping the final stubborn doubts from your weary mind. You are being thoroughly washed clean with divine confidence. Accept this holy cleansing and let go of the intense need to control every single tiny detail of your chaotic tomorrow. This is the final stretch before the great and mighty breaking. You have bravely survived the painful isolation and the bitter midnight tears. You have successfully passed the brutal tests of the silent wilderness, and now you must simply hold your ground while you watch heaven fight. The hardest part of your long journey is officially over. Stand incredibly tall today, my beloved child. Do not bow your heavy head to the temporary storms ever again. You are a chosen and powerful vessel of my absolute authority. The entire heaven is quietly waiting for your final nod of faith. Show the unseen realm that you are finally ready to receive your full inheritance. I need your unwavering focus for what happens next. Do not let your mind wander away, for it is absolutely vital. The long season of painful preparation is officially over, and the heavy page of your old life is completely turning over right now. This is not a promise for a distant tomorrow. This is a prophetic decree for this exact and holy second. Stay with me as the heavy atmosphere completely shifts around you. The invisible spiritual dam is cracking under the massive weight of your faithful prayers. Prepare your brave heart for the ultimate and glorious collision. The heavenly breakthrough you have been desperately waiting for is finally breaking through the hard soil, and the rich harvest is standing right before you. Keep your eyes wide open and your spirit perfectly aligned. The shadows are retreating rapidly as my glorious light floods your current situation. We are stepping out of the quiet build-up and crossing right into the loud and explosive realm of divine miracles. Do not blink, because the monumental shift is happening right before your very eyes. I want you to take one last deep breath before the power falls. Release every remaining ounce of fear from your lungs right now. You are completely safe within my mighty hands. The stage is perfectly set, and the dark generational seal that held you back is about to be completely and permanently shattered. Prepare yourself to witness the raw and unleashed power of heaven. The loud thunders of victory are already echoing in the spiritual realm. Do not let the sudden noise startle your beautiful and faithful heart. I am simply clearing the final path for your complete deliverance to finally arrive. Stand your ground with absolute confidence, because the enemy is completely out of tricks and his dark kingdom is actively crumbling today. The wait is officially over. The divine shift is happening right now. I am declaring an absolute end to your long season of silent suffering. The heavy chains that held you back for years are violently breaking in the unseen realm at this very exact moment. You are no longer a captive to the dark shadows. Hear the loud sound of shattering chains. The dangerous generational seal that cursed your bloodline with endless lack is completely broken today. The enemy thought he had you perfectly cornered in his hidden trap, but he foolishly forgot who is actively fighting on your behalf. I am stepping directly onto your battlefield with unstoppable fury. The dangerous seal is completely shattered into a million tiny pieces. Every single curse spoken against your glorious future is permanently canceled right now. I have officially dispatched a massive heavenly army to aggressively surround your home and protect your weary mind. Thousands of mighty angels are standing guard over your precious life today. You are deeply protected by an impenetrable wall of holy fire. The invisible net the enemy carefully wove for you is actively burning to ashes. He is watching his entire dark kingdom crumble before your rising authority. He thought he could steal your joy, but I am forcefully taking back everything he took from you. I demand a massive restoration of your stolen peace and your delayed harvest. The doors that were violently slammed in your face are being blown wide open by my mighty wind. Step forward and claim your rightful inheritance without any hesitation today. You are the victorious heir, and the crown of absolute favor is returning to your head. Look at the absolute defeat of your invisible enemies. They are scattering in pure terror because my blinding light has exposed their pathetic traps. You do not have to fight them, because the heavenly hosts have already secured your complete victory. Stand incredibly still and watch the majestic salvation of your God today. Your days of constant crying and begging for a tiny miracle are finally over. I am pouring out a massive flood of provision that will completely overwhelm your wildest expectations. The heavy burden is permanently lifted. The painful yoke is utterly destroyed by my burning anointing. You are breathing the pure air of absolute freedom right now. Do you feel the sudden rush of power entering your tired bones? That is the raw energy of my Holy Spirit filling your beautiful vessel. The painful isolation was just the fiery forge shaping you into this incredibly powerful weapon. You are fully activated and absolutely untouchable by the darkness of this world. Every single lie the enemy whispered in your ear is completely silenced by my roaring thunder. You are not a failure. You are not forgotten. You are my fiercely protected and dearly beloved child. I am publicly vindicating you right in front of the people who secretly wanted you to fail. They will watch my favor overflow in your life. The divine shift is fully established in the spiritual realm today. What is bound in heaven is now permanently bound on this physical earth. No weapon formed against you will ever prosper again. The dark trap is broken, and you have miraculously escaped the snare of the fowler without a single scratch on your beautiful soul. Raise your head high and refuse to look back at the dark valley. The bitter wilderness is behind you, and the promised land is officially yours to boldly conquer. The fierce heavenly army will march ahead of you to clear every single obstacle from your beautiful path. Your magnificent season of absolute triumph begins this exact second. Embrace this explosive power with a totally open and fearless heart. The deep exhaustion is being instantly replaced by a supernatural and mighty stamina. You are ready to run, and you will not grow weary ever again. Walk boldly into the radiant light, because the dark shadows have been permanently defeated and entirely banished from your home. Let the powerful truth of this glorious moment sink deep into your soul. The spiritual verdict has been officially overturned in the highest courts of heaven. You were found completely innocent and highly favored by the supreme judge. The enemy lost his legal right to torment your fragile mind and violently attack your precious family. The heavy chains are entirely gone. The iron locks are completely destroyed. You are stepping completely out of the dark prison of endless anxiety and directly into my glorious peace. This is the exact moment you have been desperately praying for during all those long and incredibly painful years of silent endurance. Your mighty breakthrough is no longer a distant dream, because it is your new reality. My beloved warrior, you have completely won the silent battle. The heavenly hosts are loudly celebrating your incredible endurance and your unshakable faith today. Take a deep breath and inhale the sweet victory that now surrounds your entire existence. The loud battle has finally ended. The spiritual victory is permanently secured in the heavens. But I know your physical body is still incredibly tense right now. You have been wearing your heavy armor for so long that you forgot how to simply rest. Your mind is still bracing for another sudden impact. You are secretly waiting for the next bad thing to happen. I need you to actively release that lingering fear today. A closed hand tightly gripping fear cannot receive the massive harvest I am dropping from heaven. You must deliberately unclench your fists and let the heavy weapons fall to the ground. The enemy is completely gone. There is absolutely nothing left for you to fight today. You are standing in the middle of a completely safe sanctuary. I am asking you to perform a simple and prophetic act of faith right now. I want you to gently close your weary eyes. Let the bright screens and the noisy world completely fade away. Take a very deep and slow breath. Inhale my profound peace and slowly exhale every single ounce of your ancient anxiety. Feel the heavy yoke physically sliding off your tired shoulders. Do you feel that gentle warmth spreading through your chest? That is the physical confirmation of my Holy Spirit sealing your total deliverance. I am actively washing away the bitter trauma of your long warfare. You do not have to hold yourself together anymore, because I am holding you securely in my arms. Let the deep relaxation finally settle into your weary bones today. The enemy wants you to remain a prisoner to your own lingering trauma. He wants you to constantly rehearse the painful memories of your silent suffering. But I am commanding you to completely let it go right this very second. You cannot step into your glorious future if you are still anxiously looking over your shoulder. Look forward and firmly embrace your brand new freedom. I want you to make a public declaration of your total surrender. Do not let this holy window close without marking your divine alignment. The spiritual realm is closely watching your response today. Declare I receive my deliverance in the comments below to permanently seal this prophetic word. Your physical action is the key that totally locks the door against the enemy forever. When you write those words, you are actively breaking the final chains. You are telling the unseen shadows that they no longer have any legal right to your mind. Your simple act of faith is a powerful decree that shakes the entire spiritual realm. Do not let hesitation steal this incredible moment of total closure. Step firmly into your authority and claim your complete healing right now. I am wrapping you in a blanket of absolute and unbreakable peace. The chaotic storms have officially passed, and the gentle sun is finally shining on your beautiful face. You can finally let your guard down, because my fierce angels are standing watch over your home. Sleep will no longer be a terrifying battlefield. Your nights will be filled with sweet dreams and divine rest. The anxious knot in your stomach is entirely gone. The heavy fog of confusion has completely lifted from your brilliant mind. You are thinking clearly and breathing freely for the first time in many long years. Accept this beautiful reality without any lingering doubts. You completely deserve this holy rest, because you fought incredibly hard to protect your family and your precious faith. Do not pick up the heavy armor again when you wake up tomorrow. The war is over, and your ultimate victory is a permanent reality. I have placed a solid hedge of protection around your finances and your relationships. The dark devourer is completely rebuked for your sake today. You are stepping out of the painful survival mode and walking directly into a season of massive abundance. Let the powerful silence of this moment deeply heal your battered soul. You are deeply loved and fiercely protected by the Creator of the entire universe. There is absolutely nothing to fear in your brand new chapter. Keep your eyes completely focused on my guiding light and never look back at the dark shadows. You are finally and totally safe in my mighty hands. Breathe in my perfect peace one more time before we conclude. Release any final tension hiding in the deep corners of your mind. You are completely clean and totally restored. The beautiful smile returning to your face is the ultimate proof of my glorious resurrection power. Go forward with immense joy because your heavy chains are nothing but a fading memory. Your prophetic surrender today has completely shifted your entire trajectory. The heavens are rejoicing over your brave and beautiful heart. You trusted my voice when the world was incredibly loud and confusing. Now you get to enjoy the sweet and massive harvest of your unwavering obedience. The magnificent deliverance you just received will echo through your generations forever. The heavy winds have completely died down today. You are standing in the gentle sunlight of my perfect grace. I am officially sealing this divine covenant with you right now. The enemy can never steal what has been permanently locked by my holy hand. You are completely safe within my eternal embrace. Your weary soul can finally find true rest in this quiet sanctuary. Let my profound peace wash over your tired mind like a gentle river. The anxious days of constantly looking over your shoulder are completely finished. You will sleep deeply tonight because my fierce angels are actively guarding your doors while you finally recover your stolen strength. Do not let the memory of your past battles ruin the joy of your brand new morning. The path right in front of you is incredibly bright today. You are stepping into a season of unbothered tranquility. You walked into this moment as a weary and exhausted warrior, but you are walking out as a victorious and powerful heir. I have completely restored your stolen territory and deeply blessed your faithful bloodline. The generational curses are shattered into invisible dust. Your children will inherit a massive legacy of abundance because you bravely stood your ground when the shadows tried to entirely destroy your family. They will never fight those terrible battles again. Keep this beautiful revelation incredibly close to your beating heart. When the loud world gets too chaotic, you must remember my gentle whisper. I will never leave your side and I will always guide your faithful steps. You bravely survived the darkest valley, and you have clearly proven your unwavering trust during the absolute hardest test of your entire life. Heaven is incredibly proud of your brave endurance today. Your name is spoken with great honor among the angels. May my perfect grace completely cover your entire family. May my mighty presence protect your beautiful household for all the days of your long life. I am actively removing every hidden stumbling block from your upcoming path right now. Walk forward with your head held incredibly high, because you are wearing a magnificent crown of divine favor that no human can ever take away. The days of begging for small scraps are completely over. Do not doubt the massive miracle that just occurred in your precious life. The sudden positive shifts in your reality are the physical proof of my invisible power. You will begin to see incredible doors opening for you this exact week. Step through them boldly because I have already prepared the beautiful rooms inside, and I designed these specific blessings entirely for your unique calling. You completely belong in these glorious and high places. You are part of a rare and highly chosen remnant on this earth. There are other beautiful souls who are walking this exact same journey of profound deliverance. You are not alone in this mighty spiritual awakening. We are building a powerful sanctuary for weary warriors to finally find their rest. This digital space is a holy gathering place for the chosen ones to regain their strength. Your presence here makes this community incredibly strong. I want you to stay closely connected to this prophetic fountain. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a single divine instruction. We rely entirely on the faithful support of viewers exactly like you to keep this holy message spreading across the world. Your daily presence here is a massive blessing to this rapidly growing spiritual family. Your simple click is a powerful act of joining our sacred community. Share this urgent message with someone who is currently fighting a silent battle. Your simple act of sharing might be the exact lifeline they desperately need today. We must help the other wounded warriors find their way out of the dark woods. You carry the brilliant light that can easily guide them back to absolute safety. Be the brave messenger of hope that you once needed yourself. For those who desire a deeper daily walk with my Spirit, there is a special path. You can join our dedicated membership to access exclusive and powerful prophetic guidance. We run purely on the faithful support of our viewers, and your generous faith is the exact provision that keeps this holy sanctuary alive today. It is a beautiful way to plant a physical seed in a very fertile spiritual soil. Every single supporter helps us rescue more lost souls. My beloved child, I am so incredibly pleased with your faithful heart today. You have listened closely, and you have completely surrendered your deepest fears. The sacred spiritual exchange is fully complete in the unseen realm, and the magnificent deliverance you just received is absolutely permanent for your entire bloodline. Let a joyful smile finally return to your beautiful and radiant face. Your long and painful wait is totally over today. You have officially crossed the finish line of your suffering. Go out into the world today with a completely renewed and vibrant energy. The heavy chains are permanently gone and your weary spirit is fully healed. May my perfect grace completely cover your entire family, and may my mighty presence protect your beautiful household for all the days of your long life. You are my precious masterpiece, and your very best days are just beginning today. Rest well, my beautiful one, because the ultimate victory is completely yours.